I wanted to check in with love, see what's going on with my lovers. Um, this was not what I expected. We have Tower in verse here. So like internal change, dodging a bullet, Nine of Wands, perseverance, persistence, resilience, a test of faith, blah blah blah. So I think this situation was a huge test of your faith. It was very trying for you. You did everything that you could to sort of make this work, repair it, what have you. And even like you just had to be removed because we also have Knight of Cups in reverse. I'll show you the cards. I know some people are a stickler for that. Tower reversed, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups reversed. This person, this card specifically, Knight of Cups reverse, speaks to, I love these, like the little description stuff, speaks to an unrequited love. So I feel like this person was kind of playing you for a fool, and the rest of the spread doesn't get any better. So if you had questions about a situation, I would say stick around. This could possibly be your reading. Don't make any of this fit, and quite honestly, I don't think you would want to. Sorry, that's not funny. But okay, so you have them, kind of this like very much like charismatic, but like as a weapon. You know, people who use like intercourse and intimacy as like as a weapon to reel you in, and then act like, why are you so attached? Like we're nothing, when they kind of promise you the world essentially. That's kind of this situation here, but you're growing through it. You're very much growing through it. You also have death reverse. So again, internal. For this little deck, I always take, specifically it says it, but I also like mentally always take Tower and Death to be like internal. So this is a huge like cleansing, purging, like transformative time for you, which is good for you. But then we had the Knight of Swords come out, and it came out upright. Flighty, like can't make up their mind, don't know whether they're staying or going. No, don't necessarily know what, like, not that they don't necessarily know what direction they're going in. I think they know the direction that they're going in. It's like just here and now, very much present, probably just a little too present focused, right? No long-term planning, no like rational thought here with this energy that I'm getting, like action for the sake of action, saying things for the sake of saying things, right? No real consideration here. But through this though, again, you have the Nine of Wands, you have Death, and then Temperance. So this is bringing you, this tower that you dodge is bringing you this sense of balance, bringing you to a place of peace. I think this made you realize this is not at all what I want in a connection. I need peace. I need partnership. And I need like emotional balance. I need someone who emotionally balances me out, but I also like need to feel emotionally safe within my body. Like I'm feeling a lot of like sacral energy with that, because this, I would just say that this person was a bit childish and immature. Page of Swords reversed, which is the card specifically like talks about playing mind games, kind of being mute, having nothing to say, not really expressing their thoughts, their feelings, which I said of with like a, deciding to come and go and blah blah blah. Kind of lost my thought there, but whatever. But through you balancing, through you walking away from this, there is an opportunity here for you. There's growth here, there's stability here, there's a level up here for you. So again, like you're this was a blessing in disguise. It probably didn't feel like it, but this was very much a blessing in disguise, because this person is showing no signs of like growth or change. They're kind of just like stuck in their ways, very much unaware and unwilling to be aware, right? So it's like while you were making the necessary internal changes that needed to happen, they were supposed to, and they weren't, which is contributing to this like Knight of Swords, like flighty, coming or going, like energy, not wanting to make up their mind sort of thing. And so I would say that this probably came to a head within the past month or so. And I think things were finally like fully illuminated for you with the full moon yesterday. If you are like, if this is that fresh for you, like the illumination part, not necessarily what happened, I'm so sorry. That's really, really heavy, because this is just, it's honestly, it's not kind energy. I don't even want to like, I don't want to sugarcoat it. But the good thing is, like, again, you dodged a bullet. This is a massive like overhaul, like energetic overhaul for you specifically. And so I think within the next few days, you're going to be feeling better, right? It's like the tower has already happened for you. For them, like actual tower, but for you, just like internal changes, internal shifts. You get what I'm saying? That's already happened. You've already dealt with, you've been dealing with it for this like month. You didn't know you were dealing with it, but you've been dealing with that. And so this was just like the illumination, the final like boom. And now you can just like repair and move on with your life, because you have so like, you have much better things lined up for you. While they are stuck in their mind, like at an impasse, not really kind of like, not really making any changes and not really willing to grow. So that's really, really unfortunate for them, but I mean, it is what it is. I like pulled for their energy, and honestly, very much gaslighter sort of person. Something that you just need to move on from. I mean, like big time liar, like big time liar. I legit, like I asked, what were they lying about? Healing, their progress. So if they like, if this comes back around, this is something that you just need to like ignore right off the bat, because they're lying about everything. You think that they're going to make some grand confession, they're lying about it. Confession was confirming healing. There is not a confession. Like normally this talks about revealing things, like, you know, illuminate, like actually I have been healing sort of thing. No, because healing came out as lying. Like that is what they are lying about. And then trapped, clarified by confusion. This is gonna be hard, kind of hard. It's not that they were trapped, and it's not that they were confused. It's that they didn't want to deal with this. They created this distance because they just didn't want to deal with this, because it was easier to create confusion within the relationship rather than like face it head on and actually confess how it is that they were feeling. And I can't even remember what, I just jumbled all of this up. I can't even remember where that was under, but also confirming distance and why is it like it running. So again, this is not something that they necessarily wanted to deal with or be confronted with. Furthermore, I would say like this person is like, all of their lying has had you very much trapped in your mind, very much put in a very negative mindset, questioning your own self, a lot of like an emotional storm for you, and just like ensuing chaos for the entirety of like the connection. Also lying about like memories, which to me came off as there are things that happened that you, if you look back, like, you know they were lying, but you had no proof, and so you had to just sort of go along with what they said. And so yeah, and I think it's just very like conflicted energy. And to be completely honest, I can't remember, because I did the whole, it was a lot, and I couldn't stop like pulling from everything. I can't remember what specifically I asked for this to come out. Sorry, that's my lunch. I can't remember what I asked specifically for this to come out, but I do know that as soon as it came out, whatever it was clarifying, I said, oh, so they see you as a good time girl. That first thing came to mind. You don't have to be a a woman, feminine presenting, anything like that. Just a good time person. They don't take you seriously. They didn't take this seriously. This was pleasure. This was leisure for them. And you just got like caught up in their web of lies. I'm going to do a part 2 on this. The good thing about this is you are closing out a major cycle. You have like so many cards pointing to the need to like move on, close the door, let this go, that these are cycles that are repeating, kind of just you closing out a bunch of karma. And again, I can't remember what I asked specifically. I can't remember what led to me asking this. I overlooked this one in the spread, and I, again, don't even remember what it was attached to. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. But 3 of coins reverse, third party energy, but it doesn't just speak to third party. It's like not learning from the past mistakes, lack of interest, third party friction, uncommitted, doing it alone. And so while I do get the feeling that it is lack of interest in bettering themselves and like just overall disinterest in commitment, something about third party friction stood out to me, especially with them being like such a gaslighter and you like so many cards telling you to just move on. So I just asked, I was like, is there someone else in the picture? Like, is there a third party situation? And got elusive, which literally says dishonesty, deception, trickery. You can take that how you want to take that. You can do with that information what you will, but I do think that regardless of what that third party situation looks like, there is someone else there, and in that connection, it is not just 2 people within that situation at all, which is just unfortunate and very sad. However, I say this with all the love and care in the world: cry about it and get over it. And because you have so many, like, you have so much better things like coming towards you. Chariot upright, Wheel of Fortune upright, 6 of Cups, I don't hate it, not the best. 6 of Cups reverse, sorry. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. You're moved, like you're being moved from this, and you are moving on from this. This is rear view energy. A part of you, even though you know that this cycle is coming to a close, that it's time to walk away from this, and that better things are coming for you because you walked away from this, it is kind of hard for you to not look back on the past, reminisce, and sort of ruminate on what happened, on what went down, because I think it left you with a lot of questions. And so it's hard to move on from that, right? You get closure from yourself. Give yourself closure. You don't need to know. To be honest, the fact that there is someone who would play with your time like that, play with your heart like that, play with your body like that, that's enough closure. It may not feel like it in the moment, but that is enough closure. That says a lot about how this person views you presently and what they have going on internally. That is not some energy that you want to be dealing with, especially since you have you are leveling up here. There is new energy being brought into your life, and we can see what else is coming for you. Which is really quickly, Spirit. A few more. What else is coming? This is really good. So we could take this a couple ways. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought that was Ace of Cups reversed. So, ooh, almost dropped that. We have Emperor, 5 of Wands reversed, Ace of Cups overflowing love. I think this is going to be overflowing self-love. Very much so. I think this is you choosing you, and you understanding that you are never going to tolerate someone doing this to you, using you in this way. This literally says like harmony restored, and you already had temperance. You're coming, like, you're balancing out things, and things are balancing out for you. And I think this can be taken one or two ways, or both, just depending, like, take this how you want. Emperor coming in, actual emperor separate from you, but it also could just be you coming into your own inner emperor, taking control of your life and deciding again that you aren't tolerating this stuff anymore, and that you don't need someone within your energy, because you can do it all on your own. Doesn't mean you're going to be alone forever, but I mean, maybe for now it is kind of good for you to ascend into that level of power yourself, and again, not gender specific, come into your own, in your own like divine masculine energy. That would probably be very beneficial for you, and probably level you up in more ways than one. Not just thinking more clearly, being more creative, and you know, heart opening love and stuff, instead of letting this close you up. I'm talking money here. Ace of Pentacles didn't come out, but did it need to with Emperor already out? Not really to me. So I feel like this is for someone who, I don't know if I said this or not, but a lot of us have talked about the shifts that have been taking place, and how like split earth. And I feel like this energy is kind of you moving away from the more lower vibrational, denser energy, and this person staying stuck in there. They can't come with you. It's sad, it's unfortunate, but that, you know, that's the beauty and the curse of free will. That's something I say literally all the time. It is. It's a pain in the butt, but you are leveling up, and I think that's what you should focus on. And I don't even know if I'm going to post this like immediately, because I don't want you focusing on that. Like, review. And I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop now, because I'm, you know, a little preachy. Do what you want with your life, because at the end of the day, it is your life. Should this like circle back around and you want to spin the block, I mean, that's on you. That's on you. Would I do that? No, but no judgments, because I have made questionable decisions plenty of times in my life. So definitely no judgment. I wouldn't repeat the cycle. Not when you have so much like going for you right now. Even if you can't see it, you have so much going for you. I just wouldn't muddy that energy, especially not for somebody who's not worth. Let me not. Anyway, I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.